I think it's only fitting, guys. We can take a breath. But as this game started in the first half with 19 lead changes, 10 times tied, that it would end in a back-to-back battle in overtime fashion. And make no mistake, the Jazz, no matter who's in lineup, Fish, we were just talking about it, they are going to play the game the right way. But I think what we continue to see with the Lakers, they will compete. They weathered a storm there in the fourth, and they will continue to prove that they have depth, big game, that can make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a win's a win's a win. You know, both teams limited in their firepower, and you had guys who were out there playing hard. The Lakers, you know, I personally don't think a 14-point lead is that big of a lead in this league, the way Utah shooting three. So I wasn't surprised that they came back, but I was very impressed with the way the Lakers kept their composure, you know, stayed in there, defended when they needed to defend, and they pulled it out in overtime.
Yeah, no, it's a quality win. Like, of course, you know, as we were talking about, like, there will be things in every game that you can go back and watch and say, hey, we have to be better here. The three-point basket that Clarkson hit late in regulation, you know, the communication, the film, those things, but the resilience by this group. You know, when it's, again, easy to show up and say we don't have our guys, there's no pressure to have to win. They continue to show that night in and night out they are going to compete. They're going to stick with the habits and the fundamentals, principles that they work on daily and hold each other accountable to those things. And, yeah, another good win for this team without their main guys.
Big game. I'm glad you mentioned it. A 14-point lead. I think what we learned in the NBA is that no lead is large enough in this league, but especially with Utah, who shoots the three ball 23 today, 15 times this season. They've hit at least 20 in a game. They're at a historic clip on that side of the floor behind the arc.